It was never meant to be seen. For months, it drifted through the data streams like a ghost in the machine, a forgotten string of code, a blip on a graph that no one was watching. They called it 3i Atlas, a name designed for filing cabinets and footnotes, not for history. And for a long time, that's all it was, just another rock, just another ice cube, just another piece of cosmic debris caught in the net of our telescopes. But then, someone looked closer, and what they found was not a rock, it was not ice, it was not debris. It was a trajectory that made no sense, a shape that defied probability, a silence from the institutions that was louder than any press conference. And on February 20th, a single, unverified image leaked onto the internet, an image that showed something no human was ever supposed to see. It showed a surface that was breathing. It showed a hull that was healing. It showed a wound or a hatch or a door that had just been opened from the inside. This is not a story about what we found out there. This is a story about what found us. And why. After months of watching, it finally decided to show us what was inside. It began the way these things always begin, with a footnote. An item buried in a data release, a blip in the brightness of a distant star that wasn't really a star. For a few days, it was simply an object, another point of light in the vast automated census of the sky. It was designated 3i Atlas, a name so clinical it practically guaranteed the public would never hear it. But for a handful of astronomers, those first few data points were enough to stop breathing. The object wasn't following the rules. It wasn't moving like a rock, and it wasn't moving like ice. It was moving like something that had made a decision. The first anomaly was timing, and timing is everything. 3i arrived at the inner solar system on a trajectory that threaded a needle the width of a human hair, cosmically speaking. It swung past the sun at a distance that should have annihilated any conventional comet, a perihelion that would boil iron, yet it didn't fragment. It didn't flare into a spectacular tail of dissipating gas. It just tightened. It accelerated as it rounded our star, but not purely from gravity. There was an excess velocity, a tiny persistent push that standard models couldn't absorb without breaking. The official explanation was outgassing, a natural rocket effect, but the spectrometers told a different story. They saw no definitive water, they saw no carbon monoxide. They saw nothing that should have been venting to create the thrust they were measuring. It was as if the object was pushing against the void, and the void was pushing back. By the time it began its long arc out of the system, the silence from the official channels became the loudest signal of all. Data releases, which are typically the lifeblood of astronomy, became delayed, then redacted, then recalibrated. What was initially described as an elongated tumbling rock was quietly redescribed as having a bilateral symmetry that was statistically improbable. It wasn't a potato. It was something closer to a disk, seen edge on, and as it rotated, the light curves showed patterns that were not chaotic. They were rhythmic. They were precise. They were the kind of light patterns you get from a geometric shape, not a natural formation. The question stopped being, what is it? And became, what are we not being shown? And then, on February 20th, the narrative changed. Not with a press conference, but with a leak. A single unverified data set from a deep space tracking facility posted to a forum and scrubbed from the internet within hours. It contained the telemetry from a last-ditch, high-resolution imaging attempt as 3i made its closest approach to one of our outer planetary probes. The probe was not designed for this. It was a ghost in the system, a piece of obsolete hardware repurposed for a final desperate look. And what it saw for 13 minutes was not a dead surface. The imagery, what little survives, shows a crust that is not static. It is a landscape of wrinkles, of seams, of plates that shift and settle against each other. It's a geology that breathes. On the trailing edge, there is a discoloration, a bruise of deep violet and copper that was not present in the approach images taken just hours earlier. It looks like a wound, or a hatch, or a scar from something that pushed its way out from the interior. The object wasn't just cold rock and ice, it was a shell. And inside that shell, something was processing the heat of our sun, processing the radiation, processing the data of our own desperate observation. The question is no longer if it is alive. The question is what it was doing during those months it spent in the darkness between planets, when we couldn't see it, when our telescopes were pointed elsewhere. We assume that life needs a planet. We assume it needs an ocean, an atmosphere, a cradle. But what if intelligence, once it reaches a certain point, outgrows the cradle? What if the final stage of evolution isn't a creature, but a vessel? 3i is not a ship in the way we understand it. It has no windows because there is no pilot looking out. The hull is the sensor. The interior is the processor. The trajectory is the intent. And its intent, as it hurtles away from us, is to return to the deep, carrying whatever it learned here. But before we lose it to the dark, there is one final detail. A detail that the official trajectory models quietly, subtly revised. When 3i arrived, we assumed it was coming from another star, a random visitor. But the refined path, the one they don't publish on the public websites, shows something else. It shows that before it entered our system, it made a correction. A tiny, almost imperceptible course adjustment, deep in the Oort cloud, millions of miles away. It wasn't a straight line. It was a shallow curve, a steering maneuver executed with a precision that implies it saw us coming from a very long way off. It didn't stumble upon us. It aimed for us. It slowed down to look. And now, having completed its survey, it is accelerating back toward the void, back toward the region of space it originally came from. The question that remains, the one that hangs in the air like a held breath, is not whether it found us interesting. The question is what it told the others. Because if this was a scout, and if it left on February 20th with a complete profile of our star, our planets, and our fragile, noisy technology, then we are no longer observers. We are the observed. And we won't know what it reported until whatever is coming in its wake decides to open its own door, and so it recedes. A speck of light growing fainter against a sea of black, carrying with it a complete catalog of who we are, our atmosphere, our electromagnetic signature, the precise coordinates of our fragility. We call it a departure, but in the cold calculus of the cosmos, there is no such thing as departure. There is only arrival somewhere else. The question we have been asking, is there life inside 3i, was always the wrong question. The right question is far simpler and far more uncomfortable. If it was alive, then it was aware. If it was aware, then it was watching. And if it was watching, then the most important moment was not when it arrived. It was not when it opened. It was not when it looked at us. The most important moment is happening right now. As it travels back toward the region it came from, back toward whatever launched it or birthed it or deployed it, we are left here, still transmitting. Still noisy, still visible, still here. They say that in the deep ocean you never see the creature that is hunting you. You only notice when the other fish go quiet, so listen. In the coming weeks, pay attention to the silence. Watch for the data that doesn't arrive. Listen for the frequencies that suddenly go dark. Because if 3i was a scout, then February 20th was not an arrival. It was a departure. And the only thing more telling than what arrives is what it leaves behind. In this case, us. Waiting. Watching. Wondering if whatever is coming in its wake has already opened its door, and we just haven't noticed yet.